Oh, wait. Oh, no, thank you. Wait, just a second. Oh, that's so. Oh, that's so. Hey, I forgot to press go live, the go live button on the start stream. Oh, hello, Sakotomi. I've been talking to you a while now. Probably just an hour. I've done a sprint already. No. Oh, that was so funny. Well, not as funny as everything I've said until now was not recorded, and I had some pretty good jokes. Had some pretty good jokes. And yeah, a friend of mine just texted me because it's the first time he tried to watch my stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for being around. Because I had some conversation because I started the stream, started talking about your day and my day, and then I tried to ask you something, and I thought there was another stream somewhere that I should be watching, and I didn't understand what you were talking about when you said if I'm coming. So, how is your day, Sakutumi? How is your day, everyone? Because mine apparently is over the top awesome. Damn. Have to pop out the chat and close this as it's going. I'm hoping I'm live. Just to make sure, just to make another. Because for this time I trusted so much in me that I figured out. Oh, there you are. There you are. Radu. So I forgot to start the stream. Actually, I started the stream app. I started streaming. I thought everything was okay. And I've been talking, I've been editing for a couple of minutes. Not so many minutes, but just for a couple of minutes. I did a 10-minute sprint. And whew, I'm live. That's awesome. When you think your day is going great, well, it's actually going great. I had a small adventure, and there's also sun outside, which I do enjoy after 2 weeks of rain. I think that messed me up because I like, what? There's a beautiful day. Is it possible for today to be beautiful? That I forgot to do the whole thing. Usually I set up my streams to be. It is a beautiful day. The sun seems to shine. Because usually I set up my Streamlab, not my Streamlabs, my streams when I do the whole scheduling thing. I set it up to start whenever I go live. Whenever I press go live, the YouTube app should acknowledge that and start the stream immediately. I had a pretty beautiful song. I shall describe what happened in the last 38 minutes. Because they were awesome. So I started by saying hellos to everyone, asking how your days was going on, evenings or mornings, and that that's why I got more into this, thinking it's working, as as I asked also how everyone day is, and Takotumi responded. So she says she just woke up, and I was like, oh, alright, so it's a nice day. That's meaning everyone has a great day. It's a great hour to start a stream at this hour, as people are waking up. They need some things to listen to write, to be productive. But yeah. And afterwards I explained how I'm probably gonna do the streams, which I should do again because it would be helpful. So I decided I will do the sprints, and during those sprints I'm not showing anything that I do. For example, if I'm editing something, I'm gonna edit it on a separate page than the original work, and I'm gonna tell the difference between them and how much information I have added or subtracted from the story, and what information I'm trying to converge and what I'm failing to converge in the first try, as during the first stream I saw that during the first stream yesterday, no, during the time that I started writing online and doing the streams, and this time I have changed a lot. It's been a couple of days, months, probably 3 months. I think it's actually 3 months since I started this book, and we got our first draft in 3 months, and it was Monday to Friday of writing. That's something, that's a lot of thought put in there. Now that I am grasping what I'm doing. So I started on 15 of March, and it's now June. So March, April, May, June, 4 months. 4 months. Did I say 3 months? I think it's 4 months, and it seems like it has passed so little time. There already been 4 months, and it's weird. And it's probably gonna take a while. Hopefully I'll manage to do the whole thing by November as I advertised. But yeah, I changed a lot since then. I think I've changed, not I understand more now about writing than I understood back then. And I'm having more questions, and I think that's awesome. Just having more questions even after 4 months. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna read the first version of what I edited, and then I'm gonna read the second version of what I edited. So this is the first. I'm just gonna put it here. So that's perfect. This is the first no, the second version. This is the first version, and I'm trying to describe that you're in a dream, and how do you get into that dream state. Oh, that I had also a beautiful story about the dream state, but I'll do it after I'm describing both versions. I'm reading both versions, so let's go ahead and read the first version. This scissor do not seem cut. The orange is still there and no one seems to take it. Why do they all stay away from that orange? Clearly the orange must be taken out, but no one... Again, clearly the orange must be taken, but no one seems to want to touch it. Should I touch it? Do I want to touch it? Clearly they don't want to touch it and my attention is focused on it. I could take it. And this is the whole editing I've managed to do in 10 minutes. Now the second version. Notice that I started adding quotes. So, these scissors don't cut properly. That orange over there is still laying around on that huge, oddly cylindrical stone, and no one takes it. Why do they all stay away from that orange? Damn people. Clearly the orange needs to be picked up from there, yet no one seems to want to touch it. Should I touch it? Do I want to touch it? Clearly they don't want to touch it, and my attention is drawn to it. Now, I'm gonna repeat again what I've said in the first minutes. There is a little difference between them. Hypnagogia, what is that? Let's see. Hypnagogia. Well, this is the second. Radu, I just saw what you said. Days in hell represents the days in writing, in the editing hell. Because apparently it has a name for the period in which you edit your book until you've written it so it makes sense. And it's gonna take more effort than just writing your thoughts. It's to make it also as a story and written so the author can get into it. The reader can get into the story and understand, immerse into the story. That's what it's about. Right, let's see the hypnagogia. It's also referred as the hypnagogic hallucinations. Is the experience of transitional state of wakefulness, sleep. Oh. The hypnagogic state of consciousness during the onset of sleep. The opposite transitional state from sleep to wakefulness is described as hypnopompic. Mental phenomenon that might occur during this threshold consciousness phase include hallucination, lucid thought, lucid dreaming, and sleep paralysis. Alright, yeah. The later two phenomena are the self-separate conditions that are sometimes experienced during the hypnagogic state. Yeah, that one. But yeah, I'm trying to focus on the exact moment when dreams, you acknowledge your dreams if you remember them. Like if you when you acknowledge yourself, when you know you're in the dream, and no, you don't know you're in the dream, you know where you are, where you are, what's your setting like. For example, if you, because you know, we accept, somehow we accept everything that setting is, we accept as being that thing that we've set up to be. And what are the questions? There are a few questions, a few instant questions we ask ourselves before taking those assumptions of us being like that character in that dream, without any further thought of me, like me not being like that in real life. For example, as a good example is, now sometimes in a dream I'm a planet traveler, right? I've been a planet traveler, and when the dream starts, there are a few like questions like, hey, I'm here as a planet traveler, just going through this planet, from this planet to planet that I can remember of. I can do that, and I have a certain purpose now. I have to go to that table over there where there's some cocaine in that restaurant under a plate served to me by an Italian waiter, and the mind just accepts that premise without any consequences. Like, you know, you are prepared for this, you are adapted to be a planet to planet traveler. Somehow the brain just accepts that whole premise, and that's sometimes weird, but there are some questions you put yourself like, yeah, I'm a strange astronaut in an astronaut world, just running around. It's nothing weird about that. It's because you don't properly acknowledge it's a dream. It's just who you are, and you don't have questions about who you are like at all during those dreams. Yeah, the dream, we're trying to be inside her consciousness, like properly her, not understanding that she's asleep. Nothing, no one should know that she's asleep yet. We just started with her consciousness directly in her REM, RAM. That's in her REM cycle. So what she does is she has a pair of scissors, and all of a sudden she knows, for example, she has the, let me just put it on here. All right. Yes, like this. I think that's a little better. She has the scissors in her hands, and she knows that those scissors cannot cut properly. For some reason, that is important, if they cut something properly or not, even though she has nothing to cut in those scissors. And we don't want to tell that because she doesn't observe the fact that there is nothing cut there. It's just the fact that she knows that the scissors don't cut properly. And now her focus all of a sudden is changed. The focus of the brain is changed to an orange. All right. Oh, here it is. That. Okay. And then sometimes the dreams just have a small blink, like you don't. It's about the scissors, and then it's about the orange all of a sudden, and you accept that the focus is on the orange, without any intermediate thought. That orange over there is still laying around on the huge, oddly cylindrical stone, and no one takes it. Oddly cylindrical green stone? Should it have a color? Yeah, I think it should have a color. Cylindrical brown. Yes. Pink. Gray. Yeah, gray is the better place. Oddly cylindrical gray stone on that gray oddly cylindrical stone. That huge gray. I think there's too much information here for just a stone that she noticed. It's not a. It's just huge. It's not. The color is not important to it. As it wasn't so important to notice the color. Alright. These scissors don't. What? Wait, someone's ringing the door. Do people have. Why? I'm sorry about that. Someone was at the door wanting to put some, so yeah, I've been adding here that there is an orange. Orange. It or one thing at it. Alright, I think this is better. There is a difference because I've been improving a lot, and I saw that I don't have enough show, or I also learned about the show and tell and the importance of it. And I know as I tried to read it first time, I realized that I wasn't showing enough to deem those questions viable, to just immerse the reader in. Let's go. These scissors don't cut properly. That orange over there that I see now and felt I've seen it before even looking at it is still laying around on that huge, oddly cylindrical stone, and no one takes it. Why do they all stay away from that orange. I'm trying to put little pauses between them. Like, I don't know if I should put some kind of descriptors that she blinks or something, because again you don't notice that change between. Alright, no ellipses. No ellipses at all. That was a question I had, like, how do you, like, if you have only one character asking themselves a lot of questions in a short amount of time, and if you start with that, do you just start the quotes and end them when you want to end them, when you want to end the whole thought process? Or do you just write a sentence, a question or something, and add it in quotes multiple times? And say, I thought afterwards. But kind of like, I think I can. That there is more to come, that there is a trail off. Well, there is more to come, so like in every thought she has. Now, that orange over there, she's already looking at the orange. I see now that I've seen it before even looking at it. Before even looking at it. And it is still laying around. Seen it before. Seen it before even looking at it. Now I think I've crushed it. That orange over there that I see now and felt like that I see now and feels like I'm always seeing it. It's still laying around on that huge, oddly cylindrical stone and no one takes it. Yeah, but they're not really... Oh, I can do those apostrophes, but they're not really taught. They're... When you're dreaming, you're not actually thinking about those things. Those are the things that are happening. And you're not thinking them, you're already thinking them. So if you're in the dream, you're actually living them. You're in the concept. The concepts are happening without you telling them or thinking them. that's why I think I can do apostrophes, but I can't present them as thoughts. Um, But why I still confused about ellipses. I try to use them because how do I differentiate the pauses between the concepts happening? For example, we have these suds don't cut properly. That's alright. He's very angry about the scissors, and then already just that orange over there that I see now feels like I'm always seeing it still laying around on that huge oddly cylindrical stone, and no one takes it. Alright, so let's say these are all the thoughts. I don't want to put them like this and be a whole it feels like there's too many questions. We put one next to another. They feel kind of heavy like that. Oh, that sounds way better. Yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, I touch. So I should add apostrophes at everything, every question, even though it's the same person, the same kind of thought. So almost every sentence. So I want to touch it like that. So I should basically use closing apostrophe like you'd use an end quote. something like this. I presume. Right, that's it. This. No, I don't like this style. Let me try to read it. There's don't cut properly. Orange over there. I see now. Did I touch it? I wanted it. Okay, so without these anymore. But where don't think I'm understanding this properly. As I have thought here and the thought here, but they're the same thought. I can see it now. I can see it. And Radu, if you're watching, that's the editing hell. Not knowing when. I think I should read a little bit about this, because it doesn't feel right either way. Do you know the precise name I should search for these tips? Occurred to me for these actually laws of writing, so I can start the stream and read a little about it, because yeah, I don't understand it properly, I think. Writing. Ori. Alright, I'm gonna do a 15-minute sprint. And I need to learn a little bit about these punctuation marks and how to use them, because I don't see a proper way of doing it. But I'll just have to wait and see. So, yes, again, thank you for being around. It's very helpful. As yeah, sometimes I don't understand things, and quite honestly, I'm not sure how this sounds to an actual reader. And how I want it to sound to an actual reader. think you're waiting to. No, they're not an act of speaking one thoughts out loud when by oneself. No, not like that. Not like soliloquy. Not speaking yourself. Not speaking your thoughts. It's when you're dreaming. Sometimes you're not actually speaking your thoughts when you're in the process of at least I am that way when I'm dreaming, because I'm thinking in concepts rather than words and associated with things. I'm actually, when I'm thinking of something, I'm thinking about 10 things that led to it happening. And I'm trying to describe on a macro level. I think I'm saying it that right. It's during a dream when, but it's not actually, yeah, that's the tricky part. It's not actually an internal dialogue thing also, because you're understanding things while you're also kind of, your body just waits for the information to just pump in about what you're doing until you're aware enough to remember the dream. Because it's your unconscious and it's already not thinking, let's say. It's already making the connections, those connections in the brain. Oh, great. That's it's perfect. No. Why am I trying to do that? I think I'll just stick to soliloquy eventually. Am I saying this right? Soliloquy. Soliloquy. Oh, soliloquy. I need to be British so I can say soliloquy. The stream of consciousness, somehow, yes, just describing the stream of consciousness and feeling it at the same time when you are in the dream. Just feeling you are alive during a dream and feeling who you are without questioning it. That's what I'm trying to describe, and that's why it's hard for me to just switch from one thought to another and add those punctuation marks. Yes, alright, so this whole thing to be in italics. Maybe like this. Yeah, but this already represents the fact that this is what annoys me, because if I use this, you already know their thoughts. if the reader already thinks that, or oh, so these are some thoughts said. What are these? These might be something someone said, a description, or some thoughts. But I don't wanna describe, so because after the reader reads like, oh, so these seem to be some thoughts someone's having, and something's going to happen. No, I just want the perspective that Dayu is having. I just want to describe the perspective that Dayu is having right now in the dream, like in this exact moment. I want to know them as thoughts just here at the end. That's my conundrum. Me too. And I probably missed that. I was saying I was trying to show a little bit only through her concept, to her existence. Like its body copy. What is the body copy? Let me just see. Main text, part of an advertisement or any printed. Part of an advertisement or any printed matter. As distinct from the logo, headline, subheadings, graphical and graphics that provides the meat of the communication. Usually a professional copywriter writes body copy. I don't know if that's it. But it kinda is not. That's the point. It's the point of the story until here. So I can use this as a body copy. But it's the story until realizing she's dreaming. Because afterward the situation goes next. This is a roller coaster of emotions. Me too. Sorry. Alright, so am I dreaming? On its own paragraph. Am I dreaming? Oh, so this now doesn't need any of those punctuation. I can add like ellipses and everything as I want them. Without... I still feel like I need some ellipses. So between them. Alright, let's see how this reads out. His scissors not seem to cut. Oh, I did it. Oh, on the original thing. So I think like that. But she's still in the dream when she's saying, am I dreaming? Alright. So I'm gonna make another sprint. It's gonna be a 20-minute sprint. I think it's been more than that. I'm sorry for doing this, Sako. I've prolonged this this time with your knowledge and my literal illiteracy. And I'm gonna read it more a little bit now and see how it works. I think it should be good now. And I'm gonna edit. You're planning on doing something? Oh no 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 no! I I am very thankful, and I really enjoyed this learning part. In case you were prepared for some writing and I just took some of your time, that's why I'm apologizing. Whew. So yeah, I'm gonna do a 15-minute sprint. I'm gonna read it a little bit more and see how it looks. Perfectly. Perfectly. Now you are prepared for writing. I gave you a pump up to display how to actually write some books. Not like me just asking people around like, hey. Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint. Oh, today I'm on fire. I'm on fire today. Oh no, 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 no. It's today apparently I'm very clunky today with all the settings. Weird. Yeah, I was on mute. I was on mute. And I looked at the sound above at the desktop audio and I was thinking maybe I should have left the audio on when like when exactly the timer ends, so people will know that the timer ended, which is why I'm working on some timers to have also with start and ending. So because these ones always go on the next video, I have to stop it first, but they should be in a playlist and I'm glad they are. And yeah, I was on mute and I was telling that I've added a little more detail to the first sentence, to the first dream, let's say it, the dream state. Where is the window capture that had this? I've added a couple more details, and here I added that the Lamba tree is colored, the Lamba color tree. That means it has that I had to watch my first video culture, Lamba culture. Okay, Lamba people from Zambia. They have these traditional things, traditional colors. So this is what I've done in the first in this sprint. I've tried to remember what is the story behind the Lamba tree, and I just describe it first as a Lamba tree, but people don't really understand what Lamba is, and even if you know the culture, you're just assuming it's in their culture to have some kind of tree. So yeah, I want to say it was colored like it was a normal tree. Not judging any shape or form of the tree, just knowing it's a tree and its structure, not its structure, its colors, it represents some of those patterns. And somehow Dayu knows about the name of those patterns. If I say Lamba color tree, I still figure that still a lot of information that should be described, but it's fine. It's fine. The tree is going to crush the orange. I tried also to say here that the tree is also collapsing. You can see that she acknowledges that the tree is collapsing. It doesn't see it collapsing. It is judging the rate of its collapse. And then the sound. There is a sound apparently. Sound. That sound still seems like it's closing in on me. And while I'm running, while I'm closing in. Not time to think about it. Take the orange. Why am I not getting closer? I'm running faster than everyone and they are not even going for the orange. They are running away from it. And yet, I'm still not getting any closer. I can still hear that sound, but I don't know where it comes from. Oh, yeah. Am I dreaming? I think this is the perfect way to describe it. So let's see. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? Oh. Unfortunately, I have a copy on the original story, so I do need to replace this. I want to see how much did I change from here to there. Oh, I do need more monitors, I think. Okay, that's that's the one. Let me just search for one of the copies. So I can see the difference. Okay. Ooh. That's why you should always back up your work, everyone. Because sometimes you mess up tabs and you change one and the other, which is not alright. So, I think no. No, what have I done? Okay, so this is the original. Am I out in? Go back. No, I won't. I just redo everything. Less space and read it again because I probably messed up between the screens, and at some point I edited in one part and point in another. That orange shaped orange, yeah, that orange shaped orange over there, still laying there in that distance. Still. Alright. Or gang, call it. Alright. You'll stay away from that orange. I'll clearly do. Did I touch it? Do I want to touch it? Clearly. I don't want to touch it. My attention is not to it. I could take it, but also eat it. I'm not so far away. Just have to make a few steps and I will swoop it before the lamba tree. Lamba color. 3 falls on it. Just need to get. I just need to get there fast. No, not I, it's J without the I, without the ego. That's just what needs to happen. That lamba tree, that lamba color, that lamba tree. Yeah, because I said before that lamba colored tree. I'm gonna stay here. Lamba tree. Going to brush orange. I don't move quick enough. Okay, that sound still seems. Still seems like it's closing in when I'm running, while I'm closing in. Closing in while I'm running. Closing into the orange. No time to think about it. Think about the sound. About the sound. About why is the sound there. Yeah, about it. Don't think about it. Take the orange. Take the orange. Why am I not getting closer? I'm running faster than everyone. They are not. And they are not. And they are not going for the orange. Actually, they are running away from me. And yet, I'm still not getting any closer. I can still hear that sound, but I don't know where it comes from. As every direction seems to have same tendency. Like coming in circle. Yeah, that's better. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Am I dreaming? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm dreaming. That sounds better. Ooh. Been almost 2 hours. Damn it. I planned it to have 2 hours. Oh, I kind of forgot. Yeah, I have some things to do now. I'm sorry about this sprint. Apparently 40 minutes of I've lost 40 minutes of streaming. But with that mess up, because I did started following a schedule again, and sometimes I can go too into it with me forgetting the things I have to do besides writing, and those are not helpful for the mental health if you're forgetting it. So I don't want to forget them, so that's why I'm gonna end the stream. I was planning on doing like 2 hour stream. I would have done the first sprint by 1:30, and then settle 2 or 3 more sprints depending on how much I edit and how many questions do I have. But apparently I do have a lot of questions, and I do have a lot of things to learn, and that's pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream as I planned it on ending it at this time, even though I screwed up with the streaming. I don't wanna overstep my boundaries on the other things. Okay, Sako, thank you very much. I will have an awesome day, and I'll see what I'll do in my free time. Do you have any tips what I can read about dialogue right now? Any links or something? Not really dialogue. It's just describing things without actually describing them in a dream. All right. Thank you, because yeah, it's awesome. I now understand why people will get into this, but I'm still feeling late to the party, and I do need to have a lot of backing up. But yeah, I'll wait for some of those. When you have the time, is no hurry, because I will also search in my free time. But if you have something that you know about, that would be perfect. So let me just search for a song to end the stream with. Oh, I'm glad it's fun. And you haven't thought about this stuff since school? Yeah, uh, I had a different kind of education. I've been in the streets. No, but we had a different system and a different enabling system, and I've been in a technical school. For us, they didn't quite explain these things. We just needed to know the proper words to just say them without actually knowing how to use them in real life. And if you're go to a technical school, they won't focus on that very much. I had a teacher, she was pretty nice. She advised me to go on a theater, on a play at school, and I did, and I won some money, and it was awesome. But there was not much she could do for us. We were a lost cause. But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish now the outro, and I'll see you next time. I hope you have a productive day, more productive than mine, even though I do believe it's more productive, and it's gonna be more productive. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm getting excited for this. Have a great evening, everyone. Have a great day.